Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me. Thank you for joining. We'll be starting in just a few minutes, and we'll also wait for Nikki. But I think she's already here. Let me make you as a panelist. Hi, Nikki. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Nikki. Can you hear me?
Yes po. Sorry, I had to rejoin. Um,
It's
pero okay
okay.
naman
How are
po
you
yung
doing?
uh, I'm okay po. Okay naman po yung audio ko, no? Clear. Kasi parang may problem kanina sa audio ko daw. Okay naman so far.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay naman siya. We can hear you, I believe. I believe we're still waiting for few attendees, but right now we have four. Maybe if you
Yeah.
want, Pinchi, we can play for few videos, while waiting for others.
Actually, I sent it to Pau because I'm using an other laptop na yun. I
Oh, okay.
didn't, I didn't know that I was supposed to play videos. That's
Okay, I
okay lang
have
po. Sorry.
here, no worries, I can play it on my end. I have the link
Okay.
na po. Sige.
Okay, thank you.
Let me
I'll
share.
send the other links to Pao din.
Sige po. Okay. Share some. Okay. Okay, there you go.
New Zealand's fastest growing industries are calling for skilled professionals in business informatics, software engineering, and beyond. UB Colleges has been delivering industry ready graduates for over 30 years through project based learning, real industry experience, and outcomes that matter. Our master's programs are built around the skills New Zealand needs most. Be where the demand is. UB Colleges.
May nutipid-tip ako. Don't order food or book a ride solo. Dapat sabay na sa group order and sabay na sa group ride. With GrabFood Group Order, save
We
up
have a
to
large
30%
workshop
off for new
available
hosts.
with plenty
With
of tools on
GrabCard
offer
Group Ride,
in wide
save up
open
to
spaces.
40% off with split fare. Office lunch break, sabay mag-order.
We have a large workshop available with plenty of tools on offer in wide open spaces. In there you'll build such things as your sleep out cabin and your own personal projects. We build a sleep out here, which is a small room. It's got one window, one sliding glass door as well, and it's about 4 meters by 2 meters deep. It does cover all the skills from the subfloor framing to the flooring, the framing, cladding, and make sure that everyone is competent and willing to use them.
There you go. Maybe I can also make you as a host so you can also share your screen, Michi. One
Okay,
moment.
sige.
Okay, let me know if it's good now.
Sige, I'll try to share my PowerPoint. By the way, Yana, no? Yana.
Yami, you can call me
Okay,
Yami.
Yan.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice to meet you,
So
Michi.
nice to meet you too. Pero I'm not sure if na-clarify ko to kay Pao. So I'll just be doing my programs. Am I correct? Wala naman siyang visa or mga study in New Zealand na information?
Yes, correct.
Okay,
We
okay,
can
okay, good.
discuss your programs. So, maybe we can start again. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today. We have with us one, two, three, four, five, six, seven attendees from our partnered agents. We have a really exciting guest, and I think by the end of this session, a lot of you are going to see New Zealand study pathways in a completely new way. And before we begin, again, this webinar will run for 90 minutes. Please drop your questions on our Q&A chat, and then I will all be collecting them for our Q&A portion towards the end. We're also recording this today's session, so we will be sending this to all registrants within few days. And it is my absolute pleasure to introduce our guest today. We have with us Nichi from Up Education, a leading dual sector education delivering vocational, pathway, and higher education across New Zealand and Australia. I will now hand over the floor to you, Nichi.
Thank you so much, Yani, and thank you for Yes Education for inviting me today to speak, no, and promote then our programs to your partner agents. So let me share my screen and just let me know lang po if it's visible.
Yes, we can see it now po.
Okay, thank you, Yani. So again, good morning, everyone. I'm Michi, the Regional Recruitment Manager for the Philippines for Up Education. And just before I dive into our programs, I just want you to share a bit of a background on who is Up Education. Kasi usually we are assumed na agent din kami. So kasi may education sa pangalan ng company. So Up Education is a group of institutions across Australia and New Zealand. We're composed of our university partners, which we provide foundation programs to, and our private colleges. So for this session, we'll only be concentrating on our New Zealand institutions. So we have four main private colleges in New Zealand. So that is New Zealand Tertiary College, Auckland Institute of Studies, UB College of Creative Innovation, and NZMA or New Zealand Management Academy. So we are ranked category 1 for all four of our private colleges. And to start off, since we get a lot of questions, yung first question talaga when we do webinars is the scholarship offering. So for scholarship offerings, we have the 10,000 New Zealand dollars for our master's program or level 9 programs. So that is for our master's program in New Zealand Tertiary College and UB. And for other levels or mga certificate diploma, grad diploma, postgraduate diploma, and bachelor's, we have the 25% scholarship for all the programs. And for AIS, we have a different type of scholarship for all the programs, which is the 15%. So for this scholarship offerings, this is for all 2026 intakes. We have not announced yet if ano yung scholarship offerings namin for the 2027 intake as well. Okay. Yeah, so just to share lang po for the information of everyone, I also included this in the slides. So international students in New Zealand can work for 25 hours for a week during semester and full-time during breaks. Our programs include internship and work experience. Most of our programs and we'll also help the student find internship through our industry partners. So we have the post-study work rights for New Zealand. It's up to 3 years. So the type of duration that the student can get for the post-study work rights would depend on the level of study that they will be taking. And New Zealand minimum wage from this year of April 1st, it's 23.95 per hour. So to proceed with our first provider, which is the Auckland Institute of Studies. So this provider again is category 1 and the 2A. We have a really long time, established a long time reputation for this university. So for this private college. So we have programs that are business and IT related, which is one of the top selling or best selling programs here in the Philippines. Just to share our program. So for the business programs, we have the New Zealand Diploma in Hospitality Management Level 5, Business Level 7. So for the Bachelor of Business, we have specializations that the student can choose from. So the student can select number of specializations so that they could also customize their bachelor or undergrad program. And next, we have the postgraduate level for our business programs. We have the postgraduate certificate in business administration, postgraduate diploma in business ad, and the master of business administration, which is our top selling program here in the Philippines. And to share with you, we have this unique option for our students, for our offshore students. They can study the postgraduate certificate in business ad online here while they're still here in the Philippines. So this is 6 months. And this program will be credited towards the Masters of Business Administration. So instead of 18 months, maging 12 months na lang siya or 1 year duration. So usually students take this para lesser yung show money requirement and lesser yung cost, especially if they plan to bring dependents. And same din with our Bachelor of Business, our MBA. The student could choose a specialization among 4, and then they can also select their elective courses, and then their completion pathway. So if they want to do research, internship, or dissertation, so it depends on the student, or this is a very flexible program, and only universities offer this type of program. We're the only private colleges that offers this flexibility from sa MBA program. And especially sa mga students that have been working for 10 to 15 years na they're not really interested in the internship pathway, they can do our research or dissertation pathway for our MBA program. Next, we have the IT or Information Technology program. So IT is one of the high demands or highest paid jobs in New Zealand. We have the level 5 up to level 9. And then same thing with our Masters of Business Ad. The student can customize this program based on the specialist topics that they're interested in, and they can also choose between research or thesis and then project for their completion pathway. Next provider are New Zealand Tertiary College. So we have 3 campuses. It's in Auckland, Christchurch, and Hamilton. And I would like to share then for this provider, we have programs that lead to teaching registration. It's a very unique curriculum since it would be 100% center-based, plus the lectures would be online. And not only is it recognized in New Zealand, it's also recognized in Australia. And we have several intakes within the year. We have intakes that are rolling intakes every Monday or every first Monday of the month for our for a selected program. So that's the programs that are leading to teaching registration. And to show the overview of the programs that are available in New Zealand Tertiary College, we have the level 7. By the way, naka-light purple are the ones that are leading to teaching registration. We have the Bachelor of Teaching for senior high school graduates, and we have the Graduate Diploma in Teaching ECE, which is for students that have finished their bachelor's degree here in the Philippines pero wala silang teaching experience or teaching background. So we accept applicants for that have zero teaching background at all. So they can enroll in our Graduate Diploma in Teaching ECE Level 7. And for students that have been teaching For 2 years or more, we have the Master of Teaching and Learning ECE Level 9, which also leads to teaching registration. Yung naka-dark purple or the programs that are not leading to teaching registration, usually yung for students that number one are not really sure if they want to invest in a program that are leading to teaching registration, if they're not really sure that that's the career path for them. Just to let you know din kasi medyo higher yung tuition fee pag leading to teaching registration yung program. And for students that want to, or yung career path nila is more on research-based or education leadership. So for those students, they would take the Master of ECE. And just to highlight din yung teaching programs namin or programs that are leading to teaching registration, for our Bachelor of Teaching and Graduate Diploma, the intake is every first Monday of the month. And for every Monday. And then for the Masters of Teaching and Learning, it's every first Monday of the month. The delivery mode will be center-based, which means that they will be in the Early Childhood Care Center, and their classes and then their exams will be online via Teams. So the student will be exposed to this environment throughout the duration of studies. They would know and they would learn how to properly run an early childhood care center. And for this program, for the student to search for a home center, we advise the student to be in New Zealand at least 2 to 3 weeks before the start of classes, and we will assist them in finding a home care center. And for the duration of studies for the Masters of Teaching, it's 1.5 years. Graduate Diploma, it's 1.3, and Bachelor of Teaching, it's 2 years. And for the teaching registration, so there is no exam in New Zealand for students that have take this program or want to gain their license. All they have to do is pass the requirements along with the completion certificate or their diploma for these programs, and they will be given a provisional license of 2 years. And if wala naman violations and all good so far for the performance ng student, they would be given a full license after 2 years. Yes, so just to add in, we have aside from the usual academic and work documents, we also have additional documents for this program. So we have the interview with our early childhood care team from NZTC, and then we also require police certificates or NBI clearance. And then we also ask the student to do the literacy and numeracy test, which will be also sending the links for this test to the student. Next, next provider is UB College of Creative Innovation. We have 3 campuses. It's in Auckland, Wellington, and Christchurch. And just a backstory on UB. So there was a Disney animator, Jen Ewing, that started a training studio for young animators in Auckland, which later became Animation College in New Zealand, and today it's UB College of Creative Innovation. So the background of this institution is technically for animation or mga special effects and design, multimedia arts. And to show you then our list of programs for this institution. Oh, sorry. Although we have a strong background ng programs namin for animation design and digital marketing, the top selling programs here in the Philippines is our master's program. So we have 4 master's programs. Since it's only 1 year duration, because mga institutions in New Zealand, it's very rare that the institution has a master's program na 1 year duration lang, and get the post-study work rights na 3 years after. So, kasi if the student studies only 1 year, lesser yung show money requirement and lesser ng shell out for the tuition fee payment. Okay, so I would be concentrating on our master's program since it's the top selling programs here in the Philippines. for our Master of Software Engineering, we require the student to have basic coding background experience. If they do not have or their experience does not meet the entry criteria for this program, we have the 3-month online bridging course, which is free of charge. So the student needs to pass that bridging course before we offer the unconditional offer. Next is our Masters of Business Analytics. So the student should have background in business or IT related for entry for this program. And for healthcare, it's healthcare or IT related program compared to the 3 masters program that I've presented. For this masters, we do not require the student to have a specific field of study. So it's open to all students, all fields of the bachelor's degree. And we have this new program. So we started this program March of this year. This is our Diploma of Enrolled Nursing. This is assessed as or has status as Green List Tier 1, which means the student after the study is a enrolled nurse, and then when the student has a job offer from an accredited employer, it's straight to residency since it's Green List Tier 1. But for this program, this is unfortunately it's not included in our 25% scholarship since very limited lang yung slots. And for the English test requirement, we only accept IELTS for this program. Okay, for next provider, this is the last provider for New Zealand Management Academy. So this is our vocational provider. So also category 1 and 2A, we offer work-ready programs for our students. We have multiple campuses, but just to give you a heads up lang, not all our programs are available in other campuses, but they are available in offline campuses. So if a student is interested in studying, for example, in Christchurch, you have to check the website first if the program is available in Christchurch. But for Auckland, all our programs are there. Okay, so this is the list of our programs. Again, all vocational programs. I placed a star sa mga programs that are qualified for the new post-study work rights, the shortened post-study work rights of 6 months. So we have baking, cookery, hospitality, healthcare or caregiving, construction and trades, pharmacy technician, and education. So for the diploma of cookery advanced, dapat may prior experience si student if they want to go straight to the level 5. But if no experience, they can do the certificate in cookery level 4 muna. And for our caregiving programs, just to proceed na po to the next slide, we have 3 types or 3 specialization, 3 strands. We have the mental health, addiction, and support strand, community health work strand, and the disability support. So for this program, it's also in demand in New Zealand. And this is siguro ito yung program that has the most number of Filipinos, both from onshore and offshore. And we also have the construction and trades. The ones that are qualified for the new post-study work rights are the diploma in construction management, and diploma in construction quantity surveying. And we have the pharmacy technician level 5. It's 57 weeks program since it's a combined program, level 3, 4, and 5 combined. So after this program, the student gets to become a registered pharmacy technician or registered pharmacy assistant. And by the way, for our diploma in early childhood education under NZMA, it's not the one that leads to teaching registration. It's mga career outcome ng student is more on tutor or ECE assistant. Okay. So I also included our additional fees if ever a student would like to avail of these add-ons. So we have the airport pickup, and then we also have accommodation options for student, which is the homestay. And for students that are under 18, we just charge for the designated caregiver assessment. And we also have the under 18 accommodation fees. But if the student doesn't want to do homestay is when the student stays with a host family in New Zealand. We also have a partner for accommodation, which is parang apartment type siya. It could be shared or solo. It's under Unilodge. So I'll send the link na po here sa chat. Okay, so this ends my presentation. Thank you, everyone. I'll stop sharing my screen. Maybe we
Thank you,
can do
Mitch.
Q&A. Thank you, Annie.
That was really a comprehensive and general exciting overview for up education. And before we proceed with the Q&A, because I can see that we already have few questions, I think what I love about up education is that there's something in the portfolio for almost every type of Filipino student, whether they want to go to university to get a practical vocational university or qualification, or pursue a career in healthcare or creative industries. Again, we really appreciate you discussing the available programs. Maybe we can now proceed with the Q&A portion because I'm seeing really great questions coming from the chat. Let me put one. We have a question. What subjects are covered in the foundation programs? And can Filipino students choose subject combinations based on the university degree that they want to go into?
Okay. I'll share my screen so that could also give you the sample ng timetable. Just give me a minute po. Let me know lang po if it's visible. Is it okay if I share it like this or I can skip some slides?
Yes.
Clear naman po. Hello?
Yes, can you hear
Oh, okay.
me?
Okay. Medyo nag-choppy lang. Okay, so I'll just... Actually, I didn't include sa presentation kasi I thought only private colleges. So for the information of everybody, we have university partners in New Zealand. It's University of Auckland, Auckland University of Technology, and Victoria University of Wellington. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll also share then the entry requirements for Filipinos. For the foundation programs, we accept as young as year 9 or 16 years old. And then they would do the pathway link na 12 months plus foundation standard na 12 months. And then it would proceed to the first year of bachelor's degree. So parang naging year 11, year 12 siya. And for year 11, year 12 graduates, so the type of foundation program would depend on their GPA and IELTS requirement, which is here. So this is the entry requirement for students that are in the Philippines, senior high school students. The students should meet both the GPA and the IELTS requirement. For example, yung GPA nila is 90, pero yung IELTS nila fell behind the 6.0, naging 5.5. They have to either retake the IELTS or drop to the next program, which is fast track. And by the way, for University of Auckland, they have a higher GPA requirement since number one university sila sa New Zealand. And I'll also share the timetable. So, pag foundation program, so you can also tell your student students na medyo packed yung schedule, unlike the bachelor's degree, para we decided to make, it was designed actually na para maging packed yung schedule, para yung duration is shorter. So that's why we have the 4 to 5 months, we have the 6 to 7, para they could finish the foundation right away. Pag sa bachelor's kasi, it's only 3 days of classes. And for the subjects, the other question is the subjects, no? So the subjects would depend on the chosen bachelor's degree ng student. So if they chose a business related program, so yung electives nila should also be the foundation units ng bachelor's program nila. So for example, accounting, communications, and design, economics. So that is depends po sa bachelor's degree that they will be choosing. Because when they apply to our foundation, they would also have to select the bachelor's degree that they will be progressing to. So we will issue the foundation offer, pathway visa letter, and the conditional offer for the bachelor's degree. Okay, I hope that answers question.
Thank you, Nichir, for answering our first question. On to the next one. We can see that there's a huge interest again for New Zealand and really getting a favorable results in visa. But were there any refusals from up educations and what were the grounds? So this is just for our agents to be aware of the things that they have to avoid or the things that they have to include on the visa application.
Okay. Just to share then, the refusals that we received recently are from direct students because they were not guided properly. They do not have an agency. That's why we do not accept direct applications anymore. And from other refusals that were from our agents, it's usually because of finances. So they did not justify their finances properly, or they did not provide enough for the show money requirement.
For the financial documents, how many months do you require? Like, do you require 3 months or 6 months for the bank statements? And also for sponsors, how far or immediate family would you accept?
Actually, since school, we do not check the finances, so we just leave it to our agents. Unlike sa Australia that they have GS, kami we just ask for the work and educational documents, and then we'll just issue the letter. Tapos depende na lang sa agent. Pero just follow all the requirements that are posted on INZ website as to the financials, and everything will be okay. Just have to read and then review all the requirements as INZ. And for the sponsors, there is no specific sponsor that is stated on INZ. Just to share din, we had a student na yung sponsor niya is friend. So yung relationship is just to justify why the sponsor is helping you with your studies. For example, friend. So what they did, they just justified that they have been friends since birth. So parang sisters na sila. And kasi yung student does not have a single parent lang. So parang since they're like sisters, they want to help each other. That's why she sponsored the student. Pero naging okay naman po yung visa application.
So, na visa grant yung friend with sponsors.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, visa grant. That's nice to know, Nichi. Thank you for that. Another last question from our attendees. Is there an age limit for vocational, bachelor, or master's?
Okay, so for the age limit, there's no age limit for all our programs. Since there's no age limit sa student visa in New Zealand, the age limit is when filing PR, which is 55. Pero if the student has gaps, previously na work And education gaps, we just ask for an explanation letter if the gap has been over 6 months.
Oh, ayun sana yung itatanong ko because many students really have non-traditional backgrounds such as study gaps, career changes, lower academic results, or even previous visa refusal from other countries. Does UP Education consider applications from students with these profiles? And what factors would you look at when you assess their eligibility? For example, career changes from being a cook, they want to be a teacher, for example. How would you assess that application po?
Okay, for that particular student, since I'd mentioned kanina sa presentation, we have a program specifically for students that do not have um, teaching backgrounds as all, which as our graduate diploma in ECE level 7. So for that,
Mm-hmm.
kasi we do not require any background. So the student just has to write an intent letter explaining why the shift or why they want to do a career change.
Okay, got it. Well, thank you so much for that, Michi. Um, if may questions, you can still drop it on our Q&A. And if we have or you have questions that we weren't able to cover, you can always reach out to me and also Pau, and we will contact Michi for the answer. Michi, before we wrap this up, any last words or any advice for our partnered agents?
Okay. The advice that I usually give, kasi yung agents that, especially mga new agents that are dealing with New Zealand, although malapit yung New Zealand to Australia, pagdating sa student visa, it's totally different. So don't
Mhm.
be afraid or don't overthink the application. I'll give them an example. Yung New Zealand is parang Australia ng 2021 to 2022. So just
Mm.
submit the application, work and work and education documents, and that's all we ask. We don't do GS. We don't check the bank statement, but even though we don't check it, we trust you guys
Mm.
um, to assess the student properly. And I'll we can also send siguro Yani no our cheat sheet for all the institutions under UP. So our cheat sheet includes the tuition fees, scholarship, requirements, campus, and intake dates. So it's all in
Mm.
one file since madami kaming institutions under up. So it's easier for you to use as a guide while talking to a student.
Yes, we can include it after this webinar along with the PowerPoint deck and also the recording para meron na lang silang one reference for the
Okay.
cheat sheet, PowerPoint deck, and the recording. So I think we're good. Does anyone have any questions? And yeah, thank you again, Michi, on behalf of Yes Education and everyone who joined us today. This has been really an eye-opening and practical session, and I have no doubt that several students and agents right now are going to be taking the next steps after today. And if there are any students whom you could feel benefit from this background or study interest, we'd be more than happy to facilitate that. We can arrange a one-on-one meeting with Michi. And if you have any questions after today, again, you can reach out to us, whether it's about the programs, fees, the visa process, which college from Opt Education is the right fit, or and everything else that we did not get to cover. Please feel free to reach out to me and also Pau, and then we will coordinate with Up Education to make sure your questions get answered properly. And again, this recording will be sent out to you within a few days, and then alongside with the presentation deck and also the cheat sheet that Michi will be providing. Michi, thank you and entire Up Education. We are very much looking forward to building this relationship and opening these doors for Filipino students. Have a wonderful day ahead, everyone, and see you at the next one.
Thank you, Yanni. Thank you, Yes Education. Thank you, everyone. Have a great
Thank you,
day.
Michi. Thank you. Bye bye.